small trees and brush being damaged from this storm as it comes into Coffeyville. As I say, it should be in the downtown Coffeyville area right now. And I'm guessing at this point, the wind is really coming in strong right now from the west. Very heavy rainfall, again, very heavy lightning. And as I was heading out this way, again, I'm located just south of Deering and west side of Coffeyville. And as I was heading out this way, very heavy lightning. I could see when the lightning lit up the sky, some very, very big thunderstorms moving in from the west. So this is a pretty significant storm. I think the tornado warning has been canceled. I understand just a moment ago a thunderstorm warning was issued for Labette County as well. So, again, a pretty significant storm. Now, after this initial front moves through, this is the heaviest part of the storm. It will die down. Now, it will continue, it looks like, looking on the radar, to continue raining for probably several hours yet. That the heaviest stuff is on the front side of the storm as it moves in. Again, coming into Coffeyville now. From the west side of Coffeyville, just south of Deering, I'm John Leonard.
Thank you so much, John. I appreciate the update from outside. Again, this storm has been developing basically all day long. Started its way from southwestern Oklahoma, made its way through the state, and now really has developed itself into what it has. Severe, even a tornado warning earlier in the broadcast, but as of right now, as he had mentioned, Labette County, Montgomery County, Washington, and Nowata counties currently all within a thunderstorm warning. And Connor, just a moment ago, I don't know if you heard it or felt it, a little rumble here at our KGGF studios in Coffeyville.
Yeah, actually, I just spent a little bit of time outside about 5-6 minutes ago. Can kind of verify what John was saying. There wasn't really any winds or rain just yet here in downtown Coffeyville. Of course, that was 5 or 6 minutes ago.
Yeah, he was just on the western end, so it could be close.
But definitely did see some flashes of lightning just off to the west. So it's definitely coming, and it's definitely going to come fast.
Yeah, it is very, very close to us at this point. Stick around your radios. Again, in northeastern Oklahoma, Nowata, Washington counties right now within a severe thunderstorm warning, and Labette and Montgomery counties within that thunderstorm warning as well. We'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on. Again, severe weather brought to you by Eck Heat and Air, Labette Health, County Line Auto Repair, Utopia, and Bit of Country.
Yeah, before we head to that break real quick, Sam, definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsors, but Garrett Giles is on the line. He's down in Copan, kind of can give you some update of what it looks like down there.
Sounds great. Again, Garrett Giles joining us over the phone. Lots of severe weather. What's it looking like down in your neck of the woods?
Pretty calm, actually. What just have been happening in the last 30 minutes or so, there was some really heavy sheets of rain, no real hail or anything. I just want to let everybody know that things in Copan have died down significantly. Just really cold and not a whole lot of breeze happening. We'll keep you updated if we need to on what's happening in the Copan area.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Again, that is Garrett Giles. Now, Garrett, I know it is dark outside, but on the tail end of things, are you able to see maybe a bit of the storm or clouds and kind of the pace that it's moving? Is it moving quickly?
It seems like it's moving kind of quickly. I'm seeing quite a bit of lightning happening all around me, but I can't really tell if it's moving that fast or not.
Well, again, that's Garrett Giles joining us over the phones from a region in northeastern Oklahoma. Garrett, thank you so much for the update. We do appreciate it, and stay safe out there.
Will do. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Again, bringing you severe weather updates here on the Mighty 690 KGGF here on this Wednesday evening, almost Thursday morning. As John had mentioned a moment ago, Thursday morning will certainly be a lot of precipitation. The brute force of this storm will be all on the front end of it here. So really from now or for the next hour or so is when we can expect these severe thunderstorm warnings to continue. And then after the midnight hours, maybe, of course, a straggling thunderstorm, but the majority of our showers will continue on from that point. So, Connor, you had mentioned just a few moments ago here in downtown Coffeyville. John was on the western end, but it is not quite here. So it seems like it is just a wall of a storm. It doesn't seem like it has a little bit of a prelude for precipitation. It just kind of seems like it starts and it hits you when it gets here. So it's kind of an aggressive storm at this point. Again, produced a tornado warning over in Osage County. No official tornado on the ground. Again, reported to us from Caleb Potter. But again, tornado warning was in effect a while ago. Montgomery County, Labette County within the severe thunderstorm warnings here in the SCK. Washington, Nowata counties down in northeastern Oklahoma. Again, we will take a quick step aside to our set of sponsors brought to you by Eck Heat and Air, Labette Health, County Line Auto Repair, Utopia, and Bit of Country. We'll be back with more wall-to-wall severe weather coverage after this. Continuing our severe weather coverage here in southeastern Kansas and northeastern Oklahoma, a big belt of storms making its way through our area. Again, Washington, Nowata counties, Labette, and Montgomery counties currently within that severe thunderstorm warning here 30 minutes through the 11 o'clock hour. Again, John Leonard was on the western end of Coffeyville, kind of reporting within his vehicle out there. Hopefully he is staying safe, but he is again joining us over the phones. John Leonard, how's it looking out there now?
Well, it's actually, Sam, starting to die down just a little bit. The initial wave as it moved through western portions of Coffeyville was very heavy rain, lightning, and very, very brisk winds. Trees were really blowing wildly. The wind coming down, or the rain coming down just so hard. Traffic I noticed along 166, people just pulled off the side of the road that were on there. But now it's that heaviest portion has moved through. Again, I don't know if it's hit downtown Coffeyville yet or not, but it hit us with a vengeance real hard and real quick. But now behind that initial thrust, we have a kind of average rainfall, moderate rainfall in the area. Traffic that was stopped along Highway 166 is starting to move again. I do see one car still on the side of the road. Glad to see that he's using his flashers, but other cars that were had pulled off the highway on 166 are now starting to take off again as it's more of a moderate rainfall. Again, some lightning in this area, and again, as the lightning strikes and lights up the sky, we can see some really big thunderheads back behind there. So I suspect this rain will continue for quite some time. But what I experienced here on the west side of Coffeyville as it struck just very heavy rain and wind right at the very front side of the storm, and within probably 5-6 minutes, it just slowed down to a moderate rainfall, and the winds are still blowing pretty good, but not as strong as they were when the front first moved through the area. Again, that's on the west side of Coffeyville, actually just west of Coffeyville. That's what we're having here. So for the radio, KGGF Radio, I'm John Leonard.
Thank you so much, John. Again, joining us over the phones, giving us a bit of an update from outside. Yeah, looking at the color weather radar, it is just a straight north to south belt of the most severe parts of precipitation. Again, the storm moving from the southwest to the northeast as of right now, but the more severe parts is just a straight north to south belt. Independence right underneath the red right now, and then as John had mentioned, right on the western end of Coffeyville is where that red starts for us here in Coffeyville. Down in Bartlesville, again, still under a pretty good rain cloud, but most of that red has moved over basically right on top of Nowata. Nowata County is inside that thunderstorm warning until midnight tonight, as well as Washington counties and Montgomery and Labette counties here for the next 30 minutes or so. And we'll, again, stay with you here. Wall-to-wall severe weather coverage with Sam Speck, Matt Jordan, and Connor Harmon.
For the sounds of it, Sam, between our reports from Caleb down in Bartlesville and Garrett down in Copan, it sounds like it comes, it hits hard, and then it goes. So, I mean, I guess with these kind of storms, you don't want them to linger around. You don't want them to stick around. If they're going to happen, to hit and leave,
yep,
which it sounds like what it's doing. And over time, those are going to dissipate,
yep,
for the most part.
Yep.
Connor, you just stepped outside, came back in, whispered, goes, storm's here. So kind of give us a little bit of an update of what you saw from outside the KGGF studio.
Yeah, definitely quite a bit different than when I was last outside about 10 minutes or so ago. This was about 2 minutes ago I last stepped outside. The rain is here. It's not too hard yet, but it is definitely here. It's going to only pick up from here, but there was still lightning all around at this point, not just to the west. It is over the top of us, but also there also is some thunder as well. So the storm is here. It's right on top of us, and it will kind of just pass over. Like you said, it's probably going to be a hard-hitting storm, but also a very quick storm as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Connor, for a quick check-in here of the KGGF studios, but a large listening area. Again, a lot of western parts of Osage County as well as Washington County, Nowata County. That was where the brute force of it was, even producing a tornado warning earlier this evening. But as of right now, again, a just straight north to south belt of power punch of precipitation, wind, lightning, thunder, and then it just does look like it's going to be nothing but rain for the remainder of the evening. But Matt, as you had mentioned, when they do have these kind of packed punch types of approach to it, you don't want to take them lightly by any means. And as you had mentioned, very quickly the wind could shift, and that storm could sit on you for maybe a little bit longer than we had forecasted. Of course, Mother Nature is very unpredictable. so those winds could shift very, very quickly, and you could be sitting on that storm. It seemed that's how Howard was a little while ago. Howard seemed to be under the bulk of the precipitation here in the SEK for the majority of that 30 minutes, and even I saw some purple on there, which is reports of hail.